Hi everybody! Today we are going to play with some new items I got from Blue Knight Rubber Stamps, again at the Monroeville Stamp Show in Pennsylvania. You can pick these items up at any stamp show they're coming to, or our Blue Knight Rubber Stamps website. So I thought we would use this stamp, which is Little Silhouette Lighthouse, with this corner seagrass. I want to put that over here. And I'm going to be a little lazy and bring in the new Northern Lights designer paper. They have all these beautiful designs because I imagine, I've never seen the Northern Lights, but I imagine if you are somewhere up north, Canada, Maine, something like that, you have had the pleasure of seeing the Northern Lights. And so, ooh, this has got to be it. This would be a beautiful scene on here. Okay, so we're going to stamp this scene. I'm going to go with this one. This is just too good to resist. And then, so you get 4 of each design. Sorry, 5 of each design. There's 4 different designs. There's actually 5 designs. And you can turn them anyway. There's no wrong way. And there's also a beautiful design on the back. So love this paper. This is a new one they just added. And we're going to get right to stamping here. Okay, I have not found my big platform yet, so we're going to use the Mini Misty. And just make sure, because these are red rubber stamps, that you pull out your foam pad on the inside, okay? I normally have a little tack here. I don't know if this is going to work or not. I'm going to turn it this way. Hopefully you guys can see everything okay. I'm sitting at my other desk today. I should turn on my little light. I don't know if it'll reach over here because I have it plugged in. Oh, it reaches okay. Now, will the light work okay? Should be okay there. All right. And then I have my VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink. Now, when you go to the show, they use the archival ink because it dries faster. But use any black ink that you have. Actually, I'm going to grab my other black ink because this one's a little leaky. There we go. I know because I put a piece of tape on it. It's my backup ink. They have 2 different size handles. This is the regular handle. You'll notice this one's a little thinner. This one they call the universal handle. And this one's a little thinner because it fits really well on, say, the... I can't speak today. Catherine Pooler inks, the old Altenew inks. So it's a little bit thinner. So 2 different size handles for that. Okay. So we're going to use our Blue Knight Rubber Stamps handle on that. But this is the pigment ink from VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink. So it does take a little bit longer to dry. Just a second longer. All right. This is all one piece. Red rubber stamp. They create these at Blue Knight Rubber Stamps in the United States, in Maryland. They press their own stamps, which is nice. And again, this one's called Little Silhouette Lighthouse. It's all one piece. And we're going to make sure that this fence part, I'm going to actually tuck this into the bottom left, is in the bottom left. And I am going to use a magnet to hold that in place, because I want to, again, stamp my grasses off over here to the right. And if you don't follow Blue Knight Rubber Stamps, they do have their own YouTube channel. They also post some of their projects. They have their own Facebook page. And my friend Tracy, who is also co-founder of Foiling Snobs Club, has been invited to do some design teamwork. So make sure you follow her channel as well. I will link her down below. Made my own little Chucky tool or stamp positioning assistant here. This is just made with a Yankee Candle lid. If you don't know how to make that, I have a video on that as well. You can just search Stamp Baron or Chucky tool on Nancy Stamps. Very easy to do. Okay, so you can see that one looks beautiful, but it's not dark enough for me, so I'm going to re-ink it and stamp it again. The great thing about Blue Knight rubber stamps is they, again, press their own, and it is red rubber stamps, which are very high quality stamps. In any spots, like in my Lighthouse there, I don't feel like I have enough ink. You can just take a Q-tip you could ink it back up, but you could just take a Q-tip and fill that in with your ink. And it'll blend it right back in. So for just little spots like that. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. All right, so now I'm going to just clean my stamp real quick. Another thing I love about their stamps at Blue Knight Rubber Stamps is, first of all, if you go to the stamp show, you get stamp specials, but they come on these color cards that are laminated, and it's great for storage because the stamp sticks right on there. So when you're going through, I have mine all in a basket. I can flip through the basket and see exactly, oh, this is an idea. I can ink blend this. I can pan pastel this, however you want it to look. But isn't that nice? Okay, now I'm not done with this yet. I'm going to move this up and to the left. I don't want to touch the ink yet, but I'm going to move it up and to the left a little bit on my Misty. Put my magnet back down. And then, as I said, I want to use this seagrass on the bottom. And you see they have them cut off so you can use them as corner stamps. I just thought this, once I saw Tracy use it, I thought, oh, these would be really pretty, not only for beach, but sympathy, but little accent pieces like this. And I really want this in the front here so it looks like, okay, it's like you're really standing in the forefront. And I'm just going to put it down here in the corner. Just a little accent piece I thought would be pretty on here. And I probably will cut this piece down to fit on my card front, but I just wanted to add it. So I went from a daytime scene. See that, how nice that is to add that? To a nighttime scene. And I'm going to just ink that up some more. Okay, that's good. Stamp cleaner, clean my stamp. And again, this one's called Seagrass, and you get 3 stamps with this. All right, now I'm going to take this off. Look at that, how nice that looks. Again, this ink stays wet for a little bit, so I'm just going to give that a second to dry. In the meantime, I'm just going to clean off the corner of my Misty here from that excess ink. Now, one other thing you can do is it's kind of like, you know, a night scene here. You know, it looks like the reflection off the water of the Northern Lights is. I do want to make it look like that it's a night scene. So I'm going to mask this off a little bit, and I want to add like the beam of the lighthouse. Okay, so I'm going to just find a little bit of a ruler. Where's my ruler? You can use either some washi tape or a ruler or something. Okay. And I'm just going to put my Gina K stencil mat down. This thing comes in so handy. Let's hold that down for me. And then I have a little ruler here. And I'm going to try with my Tim Holtz. You could also try with pan pastels or color pencils. But I have my Tim Holtz watercolor pencils here. This is set 1, which has the white picket fence in it. It has white and it has yellow. So we're going to try the white first. We'll see how this works here. I'm just going to do a little beam of light. I'm going to attempt to do a little beam of light going outward here. I'm going to need to go a little higher with my... There we go. Just color those in. So again, you could try with color pencils, chalk pencils, your pan pastels, anything. That paper is very toothy and it will take any of those colors. I think that looks pretty good. And then if you wanted your water to look, you know, more solid color, you could do the same thing with the water. I really don't want to mess with this too much. I think I'm just going to put it on a card base. I'm just going to set that aside, let that dry a little bit more. And I've always said how much I love Blue Knight Rubber Stamps silhouette stamps because of how quick and easy it is for me to make a card. Just taking an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, cutting it in half, scoring it, at 4 1/4. That gives me 2 card bases. If you wanted to mat that, you could mat it. I don't think we need to mat it because it's so pretty. I'm going to cut a little bit off of it, I think, just a tiny bit. So I'm going to cut it down, I think, to 5 1/4 by 4. Take a little bit off of this side. And a tiny bit at the bottom. I am gonna color a little bit of that sand to make it ground. And a little bit at the top, not too much. Oh, I think we're just right there. Okay, I think we're good there. This is set number 3, which has frayed burlap. Just, I think more of a greenish brown. Let's take a look at it. We'll add a little bit of vintage photo to that, which comes out of set number 2. Add a little bit of that to the island here. And then I am going to add a little bit of the darker blue also from that set. This is the prize ribbon. This is iced spruce. Just putting this just below this fence here as a shadow, like a dark gray. Okay, I think I'm done coloring. You guys know me. I don't like to color, so I'm very minimal with that. But I wanted to add a little bit more color to this scene. And I think that's it. Now let's just glue this down to our card front. I think I'm pretty happy with that. And I did pick up another sentiment set from Blue Night Rubber Stamps. There's some other beach sets. This one says, the ocean is everything I want to be, beautiful, mysterious, wild, and free. Sometimes you just have to go with the waves, and the ocean's roar is music to the soul. You know, we have like sentiments like that, but I'm sure I'll find another sentiment that might go with this. For now, I think I'll just leave this one blank and find it fit to send when I'm ready to send it. So there you go. If you enjoyed watching this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you are interested in purchasing any of these products, you can pick them up at BlueKnightRubberStamps.com. This is not an affiliate video. I just love using their products. I did purchase this one. Again, it's just one of the companies that I love supporting. Again, the stamps that I used were Seagrass, Little Silhouette Lighthouse. The papers are the new Northern Lights set papers. Okay. Don't forget to pick up either the universal handle, or if you want the little bit bigger handle, which only is going to work really on the square ink pads. The universal handle is a better fit. Super strong magnets. You can pick up these extra magnetic, they're actually metal. The magnets are in the handle. Metal, these will stick to your ink pads. These are in my Amazon shop. You can get like a pack of like a dozen of them for only a couple dollars. They're in my Amazon shop. It's worth having that. Yeah, and then I just brought in some color pencils, but you can also use pan pastels or anything like that. So if you had fun watching the video, give me a thumbs up. I will catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing to my channel and have a good day. Bye guys.